This is it, ladies and gentlemen, this is the video. I've spoken a lot about this in the past, so count it as my official attempt to try and bring Halo mods to Xbox. This campaign has been steadily gaining steam, no pun intended, over the last year or so, and with Halo 2's 20th anniversary right around the corner, many believe it's the perfect time to build on the foundation of mods on the Master Chief Collection. A few videos ago, I asked you guys to vocalize if you'd like to see mods on the Xbox version of Halo MCC. And you guys did not disappoint. Look at all of these comments, hundreds of likes on every single one of them. If you ask the Halo community what one of their top requests would be, this is it. So what I have done, and what I'm going to talk about today, is what bringing Halo mods to Xbox actually involves. I've come up with a whole range of different ways that they could be incorporated to make the game better, as well as discussing the possibility of giving the keys to Halo modders if official development has ended on Halo Studios' side. This very well might be one of the most important videos I make this year, so let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, bringing mods to the Xbox version of Halo MCC can be done in a number of different ways. I feel like incorporating all of them would add so much longevity to the collection as a whole, but in any case, I've broken this up into sections. Let's start with the easiest and least time-consuming way. So first up, the easiest way to bring mods to the Xbox version of Halo MCC would be to add select modded weapons, vehicles, and potentially even equipment, so brand new experiences and playlists can be added. The best example I could give of this is Halo 3 Scarab Big Team Battle. Imagine you're playing 8v8 on Sandtrap, and both teams, instead of an elephant, you get a scarab each. You can fight out in the dunes, each scarab could have a flag on top of it, you could really do everything. And because the scarab can walk through the landmine section outside of Sandtrap, this would be a dream come true for any Halo fan. There are so many vehicles that have been created that could be imported into the standard big team battle, or even a new rotational playlist that's experimental, just like Halo Infinite's Combat Workshop. There's numerous weapons that have been created, ported from other Halo games. The sky is the limit, literally. If resources are an issue, and from everything we've seen over the past 3 years, they are, this is the least resource intensive option, where instead of bringing the full mod to the collection, you have the weapons and vehicles integrated into the existing matchmaking. Just by doing this one step, you can make new rotational playlists, brand new custom games that can go straight into the custom games browser, and I'm going to talk more about a modded custom games browser in a minute, but if you're working with limited resources, this is the option to go for. Now moving on from that, and the next level is getting a list of S tier mods, so the best of the best for both campaign and or multiplayer, and adding them to the DLC section of Halo MCC as additional add-ons. A good example of these for Xbox would be the Halo 1999 build, where you play the Macworld campaign mission recreated for Halo MCC. Speaking of that, and in just a few weeks for Halo 2's 20th anniversary, the Halo 2 E3 demo will also be available. Xbox players would love to be able to play these at the bare minimum, but to take it a step further, some of the most popular mods should be considered for Xbox, with a few caveats I would like to add. 1. The modders would need to remove any content from other franchises that could infringe copyright. Content that's owned by Microsoft would be fine, therefore anything Minecraft related by Inferno Plus in theory should be fine. What I'd love to see is, just like the Forge maps on Halo Infinite, Halo Studios plays the mods the community create, gives feedback for the creators, and then the modders adjust the mod accordingly and then resubmit it. If the mod passes the selection criteria, just like the Forge map on Halo Infinite, it can be added to the extras section of Halo MCC. Because of the smart install feature that 343 Industries themselves set up, if you don't have the required content for, say, a brand new modded multiplayer playlist, you could install it right away and then jump in and play. I'm really trying to be comprehensive here, as this is something you guys truly care about, and I've given it a ton of thought. Following on from this, and next on the list, is a modded custom games browser. Halo mods are cool, but they need to be easily accessible. 2 things to say here. 1, an anti-cheat off version of the custom games browser where users can host cool Halo mods, and if you are missing the required content upon joining the session, you can opt in to download the map immediately. The only downsides I can see to a modded custom games browser would be 1, cheating could be an issue if the anti-cheat is turned off, and 2, can the .map files, so every map on Halo MCC is a .map file, can that have malware and or trojans? Is that even possible? Is there a way to implement a check to scan the file for malicious software so that if you are downloading something for the modded custom games browser, it is safe to install for everyone? If you haven't noticed this by now, many of the implementations of the things people would want to see would require significant resources, something that Halo Studios might not be willing to give the Halo community. My solution to this is the Halo modding community. There are Halo modders who have been around for literal years, who, when the announcement was made that Halo is moving from the Blam engine to the Unreal engine, for Halo Studios to make the Blam engine open software, so people can make their own experiences with the old tools that are being retired. What I would suggest is, just like Team Fortress 2, give modders that are vetted and trusted the opportunity to continue development on Halo MCC. All Halo Studios would then need to do, exactly like the DigSite program that is restoring Halo 2's E3 demo, is to oversee the updates being made instead of actually developing them. People have been requesting not only mods on the Xbox version of Halo MCC, but for mods in general to be more easily accessible to all. I think this would add a lot of longevity to the game, and it would almost become self-sustaining at that point. So with that in mind, because I'm being critical, here are a couple downsides that people need to remember. When adding anything to the Master Chief Collection, a huge amount of QA, quality assessment, goes into testing the entire collection once the new content is added to the game. You need players to check the campaign, the multiplayer, Spartan Ops, Firefight, Theater, and Forge. If there's one thing I've learned from game dev, is that it takes time to test. And more than that, with a collection so large, which is the primary reason, by the way, that all of the cut El Dorito maps, Halo Online, were only added as tags, as 343 at the time straight up said they don't have the resources to QA test anymore. Thanks Microsoft. This means that you'll need the modders to add the content and then test the entire collection thoroughly. They then need to get vetted and approved by Halo Studios, and then it needs to go through the Microsoft certification process to get the update live on Xbox. I think it's so important to state the enormity of this, as it would require a lot of community members to get it done. It's also critical to note that the collection itself is strung together, for lack of a better word, with duct tape. Very small changes on the MCC can have disastrous effects, which cannot be stated enough and really needs to be kept in mind. There's also the possibility that Halo Studios doesn't even want this to happen. If you build up and populate the older games and it takes people away from Halo Infinite microtransactions, if it hurts their bottom line, would they even want to change anything? Personally, I think investing in classic Halo titles could really be lucrative, as there's a core audience that grew up with these games, cares about them very much, and if new updates did come to Halo MCC, people would definitely check them out. On the whole, the Halo brand, Microsoft and Halo Studios could be doing so much more here. There are so many missed opportunities for Halo that could get so many more people playing the franchise. And that's it. That is everything I can think of in relation to bringing mods to Xbox users on Halo MCC. What I tried to do was take it a step further than that, and that's make mods more accessible on the whole to both players on PC and Xbox. I also tried to provide a list of ways, based on the amount of resources available, to get new content onto the game. Now, if this is something you want, this is the video to voice your opinion. And if you want more people to see it, leave it a like, it goes a long way. Yes, in many ways it would require a lot of work, but in saying that, the Halo community would be willing to do the work given the chance. If there's anything I've missed, leave me a comment, let me know. I think I covered everything pretty well, so thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.